Hello, and welcome to the latest installment of My Dad Listens to This. I'm Juliet the daughter.
And as always, I'm Kevin the dad.
And this week, I'm not going to lie, listeners, this is like the most excited I've been to record an episode.
Really?
Because I came into it thinking I was going to love this, and I ended up loving it a lot more than I expected. And if this episode gets more people to listen to this, then I'm really happy. Dad, what are we talking about today?
Well, Juliet, who plays the daughter on this podcast, picked the world-famous album by the world-famous band, the Hot Toddies, Smell the Mitten.
Smell it, man!
And this is probably going to be the shortest bio I have ever done because it was really hard trying to find information about this group because this was kind of like their part-time gig.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they had real jobs, I guess, daytime jobs.
Yeah.
Anyway, guitarist Aaron Skidmore and bassist Heidi Boatson met at UC Berkeley. They played their first shows at house parties and put out an EP. They decided to recruit a keyboardist and drummer. Sylvia Hurtado learned how to play the drums in one summer, and keyboardist, we're going to get to that later, and keyboardist Jessica Wright joined the day before the Toddies' first photo shoot. They signed to Asian Man Records, and their debut album, Smell the Mitten, came out in 2007. Asian Man printed 3,000 CDs.
Okay.
Their second album, Get Your Heart On, came out in 2010, and their last known recorded effort, Bottoms Up, came out in 2013 on Tricycle Records.
I know something you don't know. They recently did, Asian Man had their own Christmas album come out recently, where I guess it was everyone under their label contributed a song, and the Hot Toddies did Santa Baby, which I still have to listen to, but something tells me it's good.
Okay.
Yep.
They paired down to a trio in 2016. Bye, Jessica.
Bye.
And a full-length album was supposed to come out in 2017, so maybe they just had enough in them to do the Christmas song. Mm-hmm. And that's about it for the background. I tried getting on their website, hottoddiesmusic.com, but that domain expired.
Ooh.
Now,
they have a Facebook page, though. I followed them on Facebook now.
Okay, but, are they still posting stuff?
Yeah, they'll still post stuff.
Really?
They do, I guess, local gigs now. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, that kind of makes sense. I think they were more a local band than a national band.
Yeah.
And now, as for how I came across the Toddies, I first heard their stuff on Pandora maybe 3 or 4 years ago, back in my sign-making days at Whole Foods. Back when Whole Foods used to have sign-making departments in each store. Back when each store had its own unique personality before they sold out to Amazon.
Dad.
Wait, where was I?
Oh
yeah, Pandora about 3 or 4 years ago. I heard them play.
This is the episode where you get fired.
I'm off the clock, so come and get me. Yeah, so the songs I heard were What's Your Sign, HTML, and Photosynthesis. And there was a Mac that Jackie and I would use to make signs, and we'd listen to Pandora. And I was hooked, and I got the CD from Amazon. And it's another one of those albums that I have just listened to 4 or 5 times in a row, nonstop. I'm just going to make a confession now if I haven't made this confession before. I am a total pop head. I am just I am a sucker for great ear candy. Not bad ear candy. It's got to be great ear candy. It's got to be the type of candy that you pay $10 for, a bar of chocolate that is going to knock you on your ass.
That just gave me an inspiration for our first episode next season, but we'll discuss that after we're done recording. But yeah, he surprised some coworkers of ours too with his choices, but we'll get to that when we cover that artist in the future.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Ooh, I'm intrigued.
Yep.
Now, as for the title, it's a definite Spinal Tap reference to their notorious Smell the Glove album.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
And also, the cover art is reminiscent of the kids' classic Pat the Bunny, which I did a little research on. And last I saw, that was the number 11 best-selling children's book of all time.
What's number 1?
I have no idea.
Oh, we'll find
I was
out
just
later.
focused on Pat the Bunny.
Pat the Bunny's cute.
So, let's go into the song, shall we?
All right.
How can you read print that small?
I don't know. It just printed out that way.
Damn kids in your 20/20 vision.
It wasn't my fault. I don't know what Google did. Thanks, Google. All right. First song, Sugar Daddy. This song sets the tone of what the entire album will be. I love the opening chimes and the crackle of vinyl, and the voices with their harmony give off an Andrew Sisters vibe with this song. My favorite lyric in this song is, "Don't give me the veggie burger,
Give me the all-meat patty."
I can identify with this song when your guy just isn't doing it anymore and isn't financially independent. In college, there are a few students who fantasize about having a sugar daddy or sugar mama so they can be set for life, and I can think of one example. When I was taking my American government class, Political Science 202, we were talking about lobbyists and special interest groups, and we talked about how the most successful interest group in the United States is AARP, American Association for Retired Persons, and we were talking about AARP benefits. So one of my classmates, hi Devon if you're out there, raised his hand and asked, "So if I have a sugar mama and she's an AARP beneficiary, do I get her benefits too?" And my teacher said, "I think so," because she wasn't sure, and you could see Devon rewriting his entire life plan in his head. So, as a final note, guys, take this song seriously, because what we women want is someone who is financially stable and doesn't rely on us to pay for every date.
Oh,
What are your thoughts on this song, Dad?
Well, being already married and a hell of a lot older than you are,
Yeah.
After the intro, which I know you made that reference to the vinyl cracking, and I don't know if that was just because the keyboard was just turned up way too loud for the board to handle.
No, I think they added that in on purpose because they kind of have, the singers have that sound where it sounds like they're coming out of a phonograph. So I thought they were just, I don't know, maybe they were just goofing around the studio and thought, hey, this sounds fun.
Okay, but the one thing I noticed about this song is after that intro, it's all chorus. And they're hilarious choruses.
Oh, God, yeah.
And like you said, the best line, "Don't want no veggie burger, give me the all-meat patty." And great harmonies, you can slow dance to it, and it just sets up the smart-ass vibe that just rules this whole album.
Yeah, and it rules, man.
On one hand, you get the cutesy vocals, but on the other hand, it's like, do not turn your back on these women.
No. 1 minute they'll smile at you, next minute they'll put a knife in your
Stabbity,
back.
stabbity, stab.
They'll probably do it with some knitting needles or some crochet needles.
But they're so cute, you won't mind.
Oh, yeah. There's probably an anime character out there who's so cute but very murderous. My anime friends definitely let me know, because I'm thinking of one and I'm blanking. All right, next song. Surf song. I was not expecting the 60s sounding guitar with those riffs, but it's a nice way to open and conclude the song. I don't get most of the lyrics, maybe because I'm not a surfer or haven't seen those cheesy surfer movies, and sometimes I couldn't hear it even with headphones on. However, what I love about the Hot Toddies music is that they have these beautiful, fun, poppy 3-part harmonies that are so easy to pick apart and sing each individual line. So even if I'm not going to remember the lyrics, I am going to find myself singing those oohs and the la-da-da-da over and over.
I mean, it's definitely about the beach/surf scene in California.
Yeah.
I mean, they make references to Cali swells are hard as shit, which is less like the waves. And then my favorite lines, "Dude, I must be tripping," is that Brian Wilson up on the cliffs. "I must have smoked too many spliffs." And, this song, again, it's a lot of fun, but my God, sometimes this sounds like a race between the instruments to keep time. Especially the keyboards and the drums.
I can hear that.
It's like Jessica is struggling to keep up, and then like Sylvia too, with some of her drumming. It's like, okay, she's got to catch up to rest. She caught up. She's just like a hair behind.
Oh, really?
And it's kind of also, if you go back and listen to it, you'll.
It must be more irritating if you're a drummer and you can hear that they're like a fraction off. And you want to jump in there and be like, "No, move out of the way, I got this."
But then again, she learned how to play in one summer,
Yeah, so good for her.
Yeah.
All right. Seattle. Okay, Dad, I'm going to shatter your image of me as someone who's innocent. All right, Seattle. I love this song. What's great about the Hot Toddies is, as you said, their voices are so cute and innocent, so you're completely disarmed by them singing about how they want to ride their boyfriend without a saddle and spank him with a paddle.
Because that rhymes with Seattle.
Yeah, they're into some kinky sex. Now, this is the one thing I can't figure out, though. Okay. Just bear with me, all right? Is she a dom or a little girl sub? Because in my mind, it would make sense for her to be the dom since, she's the one in control and, wanting to spank the guy with a paddle and inflict pain. However, the girlish voices just throw me off, and she mentions a rattle, which some littles have. Maybe she's a verse. I don't know. But I can totally picture the outfit she's wearing. Dyed hair, Piercings, a choker, cardigan, short skirt, long black socks, and some sneakers, possibly Vans. That's like my stereotypical image of a sub. Anyway, BDSM rant over. The best lyric here is at the end when she says she has to go back to Canada because we all know what's going to happen when she gets back.
What?
They're going to fuck.
Oh.
Yeah! You're going to pick up on that? She's like,
well, no, well. I came at it from a different point of view.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, this song is quite racy and it is hilarious. And anyone who rhymes Seattle with skedaddle is all right in my book.
I like that rhyme. That's a very clever rhyme.
And I just love the drum sound. It's just very thunk, thunk, thunk. But the thing I look at it as, like, you know, she talks about she misses her boy when she's in Seattle. And I think it's because they're on tour. They're just playing, you know, Pacific Northwest. And these are the things that she'd really want to do if her guy was there. And, you know, she wants to shake her rattle, which is like, you know, cut loose. And
oh, I interpreted that like a baby girl with her toys and her stuffies. Oops.
like from where we are, like in Rhode Island, stuffies are like
no, not
Mohawks. No, I just want to explain to the folks out there what a stuffy means in these here parts.
To you, I meant like stuffed animals.
Oh, I thought you meant like things that get inserted.
No.
That you stuff.
No. Well,
just say stuffed animals instead of stuffies. My God.
That's the lingo, though.
Oh, okay, in that world, huh?
Yeah, in that world. Moving on.
Yes, let's.
HTML. I love how this song is a loving parody of internet catfishing and desperate pervs and teenage girls on the internet. The username LonelyGirl15, probably spelled with a U instead of an I, sounds like this is a girl going through an emo phase and staging a private rebellion against her parents. There's so many wonderful internet and technology references, some every nerd will get, like You Touch My Modem, to the very obscure, such as how no one will know what Ask Jeeves is anymore. Again, so many catchy vocal parts these girls come up with. What makes this song convincing is the monologue the girl delivers where she learns the guy is a 40-year-old inner tube salesman from Ohio after Googling his name.
WTF. I thought you were the one for me, but I'll always be Lonely Girl 15.
You could totally see her typing that out into some IM chat room from the 90s. It's a fun song.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, it's a hilarious slow dance song. I mean, go figure.
Oh, God, I never thought of it as a slow dance song.
Yeah, I mean, great harmonies, has a very 60-ish feel throughout the song, and it's almost like Phil Spector-ish when they start singing WWW, and you've got those bells in the background chiming in. I mean, that's pure Spector right there.
Oh.
And then, yes, it turns creepy during the spoken part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what's she going to do?
So no one asks Jeeves anything anymore?
No, I don't even know if that domain is still on the internet anymore.
Really?
It's all Google now.
Well, you got to remember, this came out in 2007, so that's 12 years ago. Jeeves was probably very big back then. But yeah, I mean, just great harmonies and just unusual subject matter. But yeah, they totally nail it with all the computer references.
Yeah. Next song, Photosynthesis. When I first heard this song as a kid, it was all I could think of when studying photosynthesis in high school chem or bio. First of all, I love how I could sing the 3-part harmonies on the word photosynthesis and the little chick, 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 ah. And the song sets up the groove right away with the drums, the and the bass part, boom, 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 and the guitar riff, which transitions into the notes for the lyrics. I remember what you told me when you first heard this, that this would be a great song for Poison Ivy. I do think this would work well in the comics where she's with Harley Quinn, because the two of them do have some crazy fun times together. And I'm sorry to say this to all my science teachers, I may not remember the chemical formula for photosynthesis, but I will always remember this song.
Yeah, it's definitely a science lesson you can rock out to.
Come at me, Miss Nelson.
And yeah, it's got to be Poison Ivy's favorite song. Either that, or I imagine she's the one who's actually singing this. Because when it goes into the big and tall, everything's building up. And you're like, oh God, you can just, imagine all those crazy plants growing at like some ungodly speed. And yeah, the that's a great part.
So good.
And again, I'm Sylvia, if you're out there, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be picking on you, but once again, the drums have a little trouble keeping up. I mean, it's just like a hair's breadth. But to me, it's noticeable.
Okay.
But yeah, fun song.
So good. Next song, Wet Dream. The subject of the song is interesting. Life sucks, but if I'm part of someone's wet dream, then maybe it's not all so bad. Although this person must have twisted sexual desires if they get off on seeing other people suffer through life's little foibles. I also like how science has shown that the universe is someone's wet dream, so therefore we conclude that oranges are better than tangerines. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but maybe this is because this is all someone's wet dream. It doesn't really mean anything. Oh well. Weird song, but fun to listen to these girls sing about how people are not getting jerked off with their innocent girlish voices. Oh, and of course salt water makes crappy chai tea.
Uh-huh.
Of course it does.
Of course. But yeah, to me, this is the weak tune on the album. I mean...
Really? I don't think it's one of the weak ones.
Well, it's okay. I think it wanders around a bit. And, of course, it's also the longest song on the album. But, you know, I've never skipped over it because I think, well, maybe one day I'll just understand it all.
But maybe not.
Are oranges better than tangerines? They probably are.
You're asking the wrong girl. I hate oranges and tangerines.
Oh, yeah. For those of you out there who don't know, my daughter hates fruits and vegetables.
Hey, I like vegetables more now, okay?
It's issues with texture.
The picky eaters out there will know what I mean. Next song. What's your sign? Fun fact, this is one of the most popular questions in the Rick Theater Department. It's what they always ask. Yeah, we ask it to meet new people.
I thought it would be, where are you? Oh, no, because you're all together.
Yeah.
Anyway.
At the URI Theater Department, it's what's your Hogwarts house. But at Rick, it's what's your sign. Good story with this song. At first, I thought it was going to be boring because the girl goes up to the guy in the liquor store, asks what his sign is, and my first thought was, oh, well, they're going to go out together and live happily ever after, because for some people, that's an important dating question. I even caught myself looking up, personally, from personal experience, I've even caught myself looking up the astrological signs of the guys I've gone out with, and whoever's running those websites out on the internet, you must really hate people being happy, because for every result I've Googled, it says that these relationships will end in misery. So, what's the matter? Someone piss all over your love life? Jeez. Anyway, but then this song takes a hilarious turn when the guy straight up walks away, and then a dark turn when the girl copies his license plate number.
Yes!
Meaning this girl is cacoots. Also, I adore the vocals once again on the lyric, hey baby, what's your sign? It's like, oh my god, she's a little psychopathic, cute little psychopath.
Yeah, because it's just, but you know, this is the first song I heard by them. Great song, absolutely love it. Catchy as anything, could have been a single. And it establishes a nice little groove right out of the gate. And you know, it's definitely boy meets girl song or girl meets boy song that turns just a little obsessive, scary, call 911 at the end.
Definitely call 911.
By the girl, which is very unusual. I mean, it's always the guy that you're like, I gotta say, I give it up. Very, very tight playing on this song. But I think the bass could be a little looser through the verses because it's just all, doom, 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 doom. Where, like after each chorus, it has this nice liquid flow. It's doom, doom, doo, 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 doo. And I think that could have
gone throughout the whole thing?
Going throughout the whole thing, because it almost kind of like stops the verses, unless that's an intentional thing to get you to listen to the story of what's going on, and oh my god, what the hell is she doing at the end? Good thing I copied down your license plate. Gonna go to the DMV. Oh yeah, I knows people there.
The guy is like, whew, good thing I got away from that girl, and she's standing there going, you haven't! Oh god.
For some reason that reminds me of when Mike and I went to California.
What happened?
Nothing, but we were just like outside of this like sort of supermarket somewhere in the Haight-Ashbury area. And I don't know why, but every time I hear this song, it reminds me of that market, because maybe I imagine that's the store that they're going into to buy their booze.
All right, next song. Anais Nin versus the Pirates of Santa Cruz.
What the heck?
I know! Once again, another fascinating story. This time about a girl being chased by pirates while she rips out pages from her diary and then escaping by diving underwater. What I want to know is, does she escape by swimming away or does she drown? Oh. What also makes this song work is the peaceful, solemn music for Anais, and then the chaotic, fast-paced music for when the Pirates of Santa Cruz start to chase her. Fun song, and I had so much imagery running through my head throughout. Like, if this was a music video or like a cartoon, I could see it running through my head.
Okay, now I have a question for you. Do you know who Anais Nin is?
No.
She's a real person.
Oh.
She was a real person.
Oh.
And her diary was like notorious.
For what?
Let's see. She wrote down everything. Let's see. How can I put this? Like erotically. I guess.
Good
And
for
she wrote
her.
erotic fiction, and she was like mixed up with Henry Miller. And there's also a movie called Henry and June with the guy I can't remember. All I know is I think Uma Thurman's in it.
Is she nice? She's nice.
She's June. No, she's not
Oh,
nice. Um, and this was the first movie that was ever rated NC-17.
wow, really?
Yep, yep. So yeah, Anais Nin was a real person, known for her diaries and her erotica, her fiction.
So she has some dirt on the Pirates of Santa Cruz.
Well, I looked
She
up the
wrote a
I looked up
story.
the I did a Google search on the Pirates of Santa Cruz.
Uh-huh.
It turns out they're a soccer team. I guess like a minor league soccer team.
Oh, they're not literal pirates?
And the other thing is like when I typed in Pirates of Santa Cruz, when Google came up, it came up with like the boardwalk of Santa Cruz and all the fun attractions that you can ride on and whatever. You know how like they have that boardwalk in Bob's Burgers?
Yeah.
Kind of like that. I mean,
Okay.
I'm looking at pictures and all I can think of is Bob's Burgers. Anyway, yeah, I'm not sure what the connection is with Anais and the Pirates of Santa Cruz. I have no idea what it means, but it's catchy enough to make it okay.
Yeah. But I'm like, why would she be running away from a soccer team? Is it because that she doesn't want, like, regular fun? She only wants sexual fun?
I
I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I really
Whatever.
thought maybe this was something that really happened, but
I don't
turns
know,
out
man.
no, it didn't.
All right, next song, Motor Scooter. I'm just going to assume that Motor is the kid's nickname and not his real name. This song is cute, just about the fun times you have with a cute guy and your friends over the summer. Once again, cute vocals and the word motor scooter. Nice little touches to add ambiance with the sounds of people partying in the background and the opening noise of a motorcycle engine. Not my favorite on the album, but still catchy.
Oh, great rockin' song.
Okay,
And
you
the
can
best,
enjoy it.
my favorite line, too much booty in the pants. That's hilarious. But again, Sylvia sounds like she's struggling to keep up, but like I said earlier, she learned the drums in one summer before they made this album, so there you go. But yeah, I just love this. I just love the way it starts off with like the motorcycle. It just has a great guitar riff, and it just doesn't stop, and I love the drum sound, I do. And it's one of my favorite songs on here. It kind of snuck up on me, but the more I hear it, the more I love it.
Okay. Next song, Rocker Girl. At first I thought this song was going to be ho-hum. Guy falls for the badass girl and falling in love with her probably isn't a good idea, but they make love on and on and on. My favorite part of the song was when they cut the instruments to emphasize the harmonies of, I can't sing the notes, but you know, the on and on and on
Yeah.
and on. Yeah, sounding like a choir to convey that the sex was heavenly. I think they could have cut off that chaotic guitar at the end. The solo was too larded and bloated for my taste. I know it's probably supposed to show how messed up this hookup is, but still, it sounds like a mess. Once again, not my favorite.
Yeah, it's a good hard rocker. I like it. It's one of those songs that's kind of grown on me over the years.
It'll grow on me
And
too.
I'll give Sylvia a pass on this one. And my favorite line.
You've been critical of her the whole time. Why stop here?
I'm trying to be generous.
Okay.
I haven't done it for every single song.
Ah, you're growing soft in your old age.
I know. And you've got the deathless lines. While the rocker girl pulled up her skirt, he put down his purse, dove in head in first.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. And the lesson I got out of this was don't confuse a one-nighted with love, kids.
Yep, don't.
And for
don't,
me, like,
don't.
you know, at the end, when you were talking about the guitar, to me it almost sounds a little Led Zeppelin-like at the end. Almost. I mean, it's just a little short, but just the way it just not really falls apart, but just is like this one big noise that kind of sounds a little Zeppelinish.
But I think Zeppelin could have made it fall apart with style. This one just fell apart.
I suppose, but maybe it's like, you know, after the on and on and on, it's like, okay, we're done here. And we're both falling apart. So you get like an audio representation of that moment.
Of the afterward, yeah. I kind of figured that's what that was supposed to be, but I don't know. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
All right, final song. Or is it? Ocean. This song sounds like something you'd listen to while relaxing on the beach in Hawaii. I like how the album starts with the pop and crackle of vinyl and we end with the pop and crackle of vinyl for this song. For this one. The instruments are simple. A uke, a tambourine, and gorgeous voices. I love how in headphones you can hear the fingers brushing the wood of the ukulele while they pluck the notes. You can tell how the singers are in a state of bliss by saying they'll stay at the ocean until they run out of beer, which gets a little laugh from the singer.
Yeah, that's...
I like that touch.
Yep.
Or former mariachi band. Very easy, very at ease and lovely. Although the ocean you know now might not be here anymore thanks to climate change, so enjoy it while you can.
All right, before we get to that, I'm just going to put in my 2 cents about the ocean. Yeah, like you said, it's just the uke and the tambourine to close things out. And yeah, I love that. I love that line about I think I should live by the ocean until I run out of beer, which is hilarious.
Yep.
I didn't notice the final cracking. Is that at the beginning of the song? Or
I think it was at the beginning, yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Come full circle.
But like you said, wait, it's not over. There's a hidden track.
Yep.
The ocean ends at 3 minutes and 18 seconds. And then at 8 minutes and 31 seconds, the filthiest and, according to your mom,
What?
most vulgar song comes in. Yes, when we were driving around, it was all the silence.
Mom heard this song?
And she heard the song.
Oh, no.
And then it came on, and I will never forget her words. She says to me, "That is vulgar." And I thought, wow, that is just so descriptive. That's not a word you hear a lot these days. But
it works.
she
It's
totally,
beautifully vulgar.
she totally nailed it. And oh, sure, it starts out innocently enough. Well, until at least line 2, and then after the line, "All I want is one more beer," and then a tapestry of invective is woven that still astounds me. And ladies,
Yes.
I bow to your profanity skills. I still have not memorized this yet. I have to pick it
neither.
apart.
It's just, yeah. It sounds like she didn't find the sugar daddy she was wanted after all, bemoaning the fact that living in the city is so expensive, with, again, some of the best, most exquisite cursing I have ever heard in my life.
And it has such a nice flow.
They almost sew a Shakespearean tapestry with their profanity. They make I'm going to say, because there's cursing, they make a fucking Shakespearean sonnet with their profanity. Just, perfection. So fucking good. If there's anything you take away from this episode, just look up the song Ocean, fast forward to the hidden track at 8 minutes and 12 seconds, and bow before these women and kiss their feet.
Yep. And the thing is, this song only lasts about, I can't remember if it's not even a minute. Not even a minute.
No.
But, oh man, it's a fantastic 45 seconds or so. It's just,
I dream about cursing like that one day.
it still astounds me after all these years.
So good.
And like I said, I have to memorize it. I mean, there's just so much going on.
Oh, yes.
All right. And that is it. So let's sum this up for possibly our shortest episode ever.
This will be our shortest episode, probably behind the AC/DC episode. All right. Overall, the Hot Toddies are awesome. And even though Smell the Mitten is the only album I've heard, I'm willing to bet it's their best. Just awesome song after awesome song. I really wish more people heard them, because whatever cult following they have, they deserve more. Fun songs with original stories, cute voices that subvert your expectations with the dirty, filthy words that escape their mouths. Fun harmonies that anyone can sing along to. If you're looking for a great all-women rock band or just great music in general, get this album. It's easily one of my favorites we have ever covered on this show.
Wow, that's good. Yeah, doing some more research, the Toddies have been classified as twee pop.
Twee pop? That sounds cute.
It is a genre or a subgenre, if you will. And after listening to this album for the podcast, I'd have to agree it's kind of cutesy, but they can rock out when necessary. And yes, this is their best album. I have heard Get Your Heart On, which is okay. I mean, after Smell a Mitten, I was expecting like Smell a Mitten, the sequel, which I didn't get.
It's kind of like how people always expect the sequel to like a really good album.
Yeah,
like
and you never get it.
Yeah.
And their follow-up, Bottoms Up, which was an EP, I think it was 4, maybe 5 songs. Bottoms Up, great comeback. Again, it's no Smell the Mitten, but it is pretty close.
Yeah.
I mean, they just very, very great album. Very nice album. But yeah, this is one of my all-time favorite albums ever. I mean, it's just, it is in a class by itself.
Yeah. So, if we could be grateful to Whole Foods for anything, it's for...
Besides paying our salaries?
Yeah, and giving us health insurance, then it's for introducing us to this. All right, thank you for listening to another episode of My Dad Listens to This. If you like this episode, give it a like. If you didn't, too bad. We're going to make more of these. If you have any specific thoughts you want to let us know, please comment down below. If you want to know when our episodes come out, hit the subscribe button or tap the bell if you would like as well, if you want to get notifications as soon as they're uploaded. If you follow me on Facebook, I post our episodes on Facebook. If you follow me on Twitter, I post the episodes on Twitter. If you follow my dad's listens to this on Tumblr, I will be posting every single episode that we have uploaded thus far. If you are friends with my dad and you want to get the episodes through him, I can have him email them to you. And just a bit of a channel update before we go on. Our next episode is going to be something fun. Since 2020 is coming up, we've planned something special for you guys. And then that'll be our season 1 finale. We're going to take a little bit of a hiatus, and then we'll be back for season 2. And I'm really excited for season 2. I'm going to think about formatting the episodes visually a new way. By having the album cover be the thumbnail for the video with our logo in the bottom right corner. So, I don't know. I think it'll be more eye-catching. Shh. We do it all the time for How Have We Not Seen, where we do the posters for the films as the thumbnails for our episodes. It's good.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. Any announcements you want to make, Dad?
What are we on? We're on Tumblr?
We're on Tumblr, yeah.
What's a Tumblr?
It's a blog. I've explained this to you many times.
Oh, you expect me to remember that from like 2 weeks ago?
Dad, it's how we know our friend Wilbury Twist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Tumblr, Instagram. What's an Instagram?
I don't have it. Well, I do have Instagram.
Oh, okay. What are we on?
Episodes to there. We are on Facebook. We are on Twitter, and we are on Tumblr. That's it.
I thought for Twitter you could only do like 140 characters or something.
Yeah, you can do short descriptions, but you can also post links to YouTube videos.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I have a ways to go for you people out there. Like, yeah, I'm the old guy.
Yeah.
And you're all probably thinking, okay, boomer, and I'm just thinking, okay, snowflake.
He went there. All right. If we have lost anyone, then again, too bad. We're still making these. And take it from this snowflake. I'm not offended.
Okay, so we will be back in
a short time.
The end of the year, by the end of someone taking their finals.
Yeah, final exams are coming up for me, so it's going to be a bit of a break before our next episode. But we'll definitely be back before Christmas. We'll definitely be back before Christmas with our last episode for the season.
And hopefully we will make the wait worthwhile.
All right. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Have
Bye.
a good night. Bye.